Hello, bookish friends. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I'm very excited to come at you guys with a brand new video for you today. And that video is going to be one of my favorite videos to watch and to film, and that is my monthly book haul for the month of November, obviously. And this is the biggest book haul that I've had besides my birthday month. So sorry, parents, but this is my biggest book haul that I had of the year so far, which is nothing to be proud of, but there were just so many new releases coming out this fall that I wanted. So a lot of these are new releases, some of these are backlist titles, and some of these are titles I have already read. I believe 5 of these books I've already read. One of them I need to put into my stack because it's in my other stack for another video. Let me just throw that on top there, that way I can talk about it right away. And let's get started. As always with my monthly book haul, you guys know I always start off with what I'm currently reading. And for this week's book that I'm currently reading is The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. My goodness. This is a first book of a new adult fantasy trilogy. According to Goodreads, it says 3 books right now, and the 3rd book just came out in the month of November. I almost bought it earlier this month, or earlier last month, when I saw it at Barnes & Noble because I knew I was going to read book 1 soon, but I didn't know how much I would love book 1 in order to pick up book 3, if that makes sense. Anyways, this is on my December TBR, and this is also on my Merry Bookmas TBR. Both of those videos would be up above or down in the description box below. But I'm really enjoying this. I love a good competition setting, so I'm so happy to say that I'm enjoying this, and I think I'll finish this by tomorrow night or even Wednesday night. Definitely Wednesday at the latest. I just got to chapter 27, page 213 in here, so I'm halfway through the book. I have this much of it left to read, so definitely excited to see where we're going to go from the rest of the story, because what I've just read before filming, I was super shocked of the twist that just happened. But I'm so happy that my friend Heather recommended this to me. She said I would love this, and so far it's a 5-star feeling, so that's really amazing. I love discovering new authors, and hopefully I'll continue on with the series either in the month of December. If not, I'll definitely read book 2 in January, and you will see it in my January book haul. Or not book haul, wow. January TBR pile for next month. Alrighty, there's a lot of books here, and so grab a snack, grab a drink, grab your blankets, let's curl up and talk about books, because there's literally 2 stacks here, and I'm very excited for all of these, so let's just jump into it, shall we? The first book that I have to show to you, I've already read, and you'll see me talk about this in my November wrap-up, and that is Sky Shade by Alex Astor. This is the 3rd installment of the Lightlark series. I am absolutely in love with this. I know it's like very cheesy and very much like the Hunger Games, but the love triangle in here is like eating me up. The enemies to lovers trope in here, another competition setting. Lately, for like November and October, I've noticed that I've been reading like a lot of competition setting books, and that's been making me love the books even more. So if there's any more recommendation for competition setting, let me know down in the comments below. But anyways, this is the 3rd installment, and this one is a highly anticipated release for everybody who is in love with the series. I don't know if I'm Team Grimm or if I'm Team Oro. I think I'm Team Grimm just because whenever he's on the page, I've always loved him more with Isla. I forgot how to say the main character name. But if you don't know, Lightlark follows our main character named Isla, who every 100 years there's like a competition for all these continent, I think, or something like that. I don't know. You guys know I don't really do summaries very well, but this is one of the popular new releases that came out this year, and I can see why it's on everyone's favorite list, because this was really good. And that cliffhanger, though. Anyways, moving on to the next couple books, because there's a lot. Next two books, one of them I've already read, the other one I haven't read, and it's a new release. The one that I've read and absolutely enjoyed, I read this last year actually, and that was Teen Titans Robin by Kimmy Garcia and Gabriel Palocchio. I'm so sorry for butchering your last name. This is the fourth installment of the DC Icon series that my friend Taylor and I started to buddy read. We both read Robin last year and really enjoyed it. This is our least favorite of the series so far, or at least it was my least favorite. I don't know if it was for Taylor or not, but this was my least favorite installment. And so the reason why we were buddy reading this is because there's a new one out, and that's called Starfire by Kimmy Garcia and Gabriel Piccolo. Again, sorry if I butchered the authors' last names. This one just came out in the month of November, so it's a new release and a Barnes & Noble exclusive cover. I love this cover. It's very bright. So this is the one that I need to read, and I haven't read Starfire yet, but I've been on a graphic novel like kick lately, so I've been wanting to read more graphic novels and get them in my library, and hopefully I can start doing that in 2025. Whoa, that's crazy. 2025 is in like 3 weeks. Anyways, hopefully I'll squeeze Starfire into my December wrap up. If not, I'll definitely read it in January of next month. The next book is a book I got at Barnes & Noble recently. This is one of the backlist titles that came out this year that I never got around to reading. And I'm going to save this either for March or for June when it becomes summertime or even springtime. And so that is The Ride of Her Life by Jennifer Dugan. This is the same author of Love at First Set, which I still haven't read yet, which is so sad because that was her adult romance debut novel, and this is her sophomore novel. And she's well known in the young adult contemporary genre for writing female-female love story or even male-male sometimes. I'm excited for this because this is a cowgirl romance, and it's a grumpy sunshine trope in here. This says, an irresistible enemies to lover, grumpy sunshine, queer rom-com for fans of Delilah Green doesn't care. Molly McDaniel life is falling apart. Between her day job as a barista, her night job at a call center, and her crushing student loans, she's barely getting by. And that dream she had of starting a wedding event planning business, the dream that led to all the student loans in the first place. She can feel it slipping further and further out of reach every day. So the absolute last thing she needs is to discover she inherited a run-down, struggling horse farm out of the blue, courtesy of her estranged late aunt. So this sounds so cute. It says she'll need to get off her high horse in order to have dun dun dun. Super stoked to be reading this. I won't be reading it this month, so I'll definitely save this for 2025. The next book is actually my book club pick for the month of December, so this would totally get read soon. I just don't know when I'll read it. Maybe I'll save it for the week of Christmas, because I feel like that will be fun. But that is The Merriest Misters by Timothy Jablonski. This is a adult romance standalone novel. This is a male-male romance as well. Timothy Jablonski has been a book club pick for us in the past, and so this is his second time around being a book club pick for us. And it's funny because the last one that he had was also a holiday story, so excited to jump into this one. It says, fixing Christmas, easy. Fixing their marriage, not so much. So, I don't know, it just sounds so cute, and I loved their last romance novel, so if it's anything like their last one, I feel like I would love this one as well. Follows Patrick and Quinn, who has been married for less than a year, but their once passionate romance is cracking under their pressure. So, can they fix their marriage during the holiday seasons? Who knows? Definitely excited to read this. Timothy Jablonski is quickly becoming a favorite author of mine. Speaking of holiday stories, I have a recommendation that my friend Crystal read, and she said I would love, and that is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson. This one was recommended to me because it's two best friends who fake date each other. And you know me, I love a good fake dating trope. Anything with fake dating, enemies to lovers, Grumpy Sunshine is like my thing. And this is set in a small town setting as well. And I believe each of the books in the series follows different characters and different seasons. So the first book is in Christmas, obviously. But yeah, it says two best friends fake date to reach their holiday happily ever after in this first romantic comedy in the Love Light series. I think there's 3 books, if I'm not mistaken. So if I love this one, I will definitely let my friend Crystal know because this was a recommendation from her. On the trend of holiday stories, I got 3 more of them, which is crazy because who would have thought that 2014 me would do holiday short stories? Or should I say 2019, because that's when I started my channel. But anyways, I got 3 more not short stories, but 3 more holiday stories for this season, which I'm definitely trying to squeeze in for the month of December. So you might see these in my December wrap-up. But that is Make the Season Bright by Ashley Henry Blake. This one will actually be my first book by this author. I do own Delilah Green Doesn't Care. Again, another story about 2 exes finding themselves stuck at the same house for Christmas. So I love 2 exes finding themselves, so very excited to see what this one is all about. Another one is the newest male romance, and that is The Nightmare Before Christmas by Sarah Rosh. This one is actually already on my December TBR as well. My friend Kevin over at Queerreads, I think, on Instagram, his book club on Fable is reading this one for their book club, so I wanted to finally partake in his book club and see if I love this novel. I really do hope I love it because this was part of the buy one get one 50% off deal at Barnes & Noble. That table always gets me. This is getting compared to Red, White, and Royal Blue, which is one book that I always love. So hopefully I'll love this one if it's getting compared to that. Next I have is the final holiday story, I think. And so that is Let It Glow by Marissa Meyer. What's funny about this one is when I first saw the cover of this, I thought this was written by Morgan Matson for a minute, because doesn't it look like a Morgan Matson cover? I'm super excited to jump into this. This is also on my December TBR. I have one of my new challenges for upcoming releases, and so I decided to do a upcoming release from November. And so this is obviously the Barnes & Noble book club pick for the middle grade section, which I'm curious to see how Marissa Meyer would do as a middle grade author, because I love everything else I read from her. So Marissa Meyer is also an auto-buy author for me, so I knew I was going to get this one immediately. Okay, jumping into some more paperbacks that I got this month, which is weird because there's more, there's more hardcovers than paperbacks, but it's like even out, you know? The next one is a new release that I'm very excited to get to. I think I'm also going to read this in January. I have book 2 on my December TBR, and so that is The Lotus Empire by Tasha Shuri. This is the 3rd and final book in the Burning Kingdom trilogy. I almost forgot what the series name was. I read The Jasmine Throne last year and absolutely loved it. It was a 5-star read for me, so I definitely need to look up book reviews before jumping into book 2. But again, I'm looking forward to binging the last half of this trilogy. I can't believe it taken me like almost a whole year to read the last 2 installments, and I don't know too much about this 3rd installment, but if you love the first one like I did, you definitely will want to pick up the newest installment. This series with the covers together looks so stunning. I can't wait to take my photo when I do that this week. There's a lot of stuff I need to do for book 2 and not a lot of time. Next book is a book by an author that is a debut author, but also these are like 2 authors that I've read from previously. It will make sense in a minute. So though that is This Will Be Fun by E.B. Asher. This is the same author of Emily Webley and Austin Broca, and this is their pen name for this one. I don't know if this is a first of a series. I don't think it is. I think it's a standalone, and of course it's another Barnes & Noble monthly book club pick. I don't know if you can see that, but this one says it's 10 years ago they saved the realm and it ruined their life. This is a former friends, former flames, a mayhem spy quest. What could go wrong? So it's a little fantasy and a little contemporary mixed in with each other. So very stoked to see what's going to happen in this one. I hear the audiobook is really fun to listen to, so I might check out the audiobook if I have the access to it. Next is a new release that is from the Binary Books company. Oh my gosh, words. And so this one's the one that sounded the most interesting to me. I still want to get the other 4 or the other 3 books as well, but I couldn't find them at my Barnes & Noble, but I found this one there, which was so interesting. Anyways, that was Inferno's Heirs by Tiffany Wang. This is a first of a new series, and actually I think book 2 just got a cover reveal if I'm not mistaken, so if I can find that Instagram post, I'll leave it down below. I also got a bookmark with this Barnes & Noble order, which I totally forgot about this bookmark, but this says, I just want to read my books and ignore all my adult problems. Mood, which is why I got it. So this, I really don't know. I think this is a young adult. Yeah, it follows, it says, fearing for her life, an outcast princess joined the rebellion against her own kingdom and family. But when playing with fire, someone always gets burned. And this is published from Kevin over at Queerreads, and this is from his binary. I think his binary is called Volunteer Books. I don't know how to say that word correctly. I'm so sorry. But anyways, I'm super stoked for this. This is a new to me author, which is so exciting because we love diverse reads and also we love debut authors. Imagine having Rebecca Yarros as a author blurb on your debut novel. Amazing. But yeah, definitely want to read this sometimes in 2025. Definitely closer to when book 2 is coming out. Okay. Oh, 17 minutes. I'm so sorry, y'all. Next is a new release that came out this year. I think this came out in October, and that is Prince of Glass and Midnight by Lindsay Miller. This is the 3rd and maybe final book of the series. I'm not too sure, but this follows different stories from Disney, but it's from the prince's point of view. So this is Cinderella's story, and this is from the prince's point of view in Cinderella. I'm so excited. It says, do you find the magic? Do you solve the mystery? Don't forget the girl. What more do you need? Another new release that came out this fall. Actually, this one came out in the month of November as well, and I got this at Target, so this is the Target exclusive cover. And that is Games Untold by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the short story collection that is part of the Inheritance game series. So if you know anything about that world, you know I definitely love this book series. So when they have a short story collection coming out, I was so excited. There's actually like multiple covers for this one, and I actually wanted the Barnes & Noble cover, but the day that I went to go when this book came out, they didn't have it at my Barnes & Noble yet. They said it was like a day early or whatever, which is strange because I went the day of the release. But I saw it at Target and I was like, well, if it's here, might as well get it. So super stoked for this, and hopefully I'll read this sometime soon. Next, I made my first Pango order this month. I got 4 books, I think. Let me actually grab them all that way. Is that all of them? I think so. I think this is all of them. Yeah. So I made my first Pango order. 3 of them are books that I've already read, so I'm just going to fly through them. I finally found a hardcover edition of City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. I found the original cover, which has been so hard to look for, but I got this for $5 off of Pango. $5 for the original hardcover? Yes, please. The next one I've also read earlier this year, and that was What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. This is the first book in a new to me series. This was a book that was a 5-star read for me, so you'll see this on my favorite list of the year, and I'm excited to say that I have the sequel in this book haul. Spoiler alert. Another book that I've read already and absolutely love was another book that is the Mortal Instrument series, and that is City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare with the original cover. Again, another book that was $5. $5 for a completely, like, almost brand new hardcover. And last but not least, for my Pingo order, I got Made of Stars by Jenna Voyes. Jenna Voyes was a book club pick for this year for, I forgot the book. I forgot what her book that we read. You Heard the Music or something like that. Editing me will let you know either on the screen or down in the description box below. But anyways, her first contemporary book that I completely forgot the title of was a book club pick for us, and we also did an author interview with Jenna Voyes this year, which was amazing, and I was able to meet her and discuss about her newest one, so super stoked for this, and I'll be right back because my battery is flashing. Hold on.